Tourism to the United States is facing one of its steepest declines in years. Projections show a staggering $12.5 billion loss in international visitor spending for 2025 alone. At the heart of the crisis is a policy change that seemed small on paper but has delivered an outsized blow: a $250 visa fee for travelers from countries without a visa waiver. For policymakers, the fee might have appeared as a minor adjustment, but for the $1.9 trillion U.S. tourism economy, it has acted like a wrecking ball. Since July, when the new rule quietly took effect, the fallout has been both immediate and visible. Miami hotels stand half empty. Las Vegas casinos are cutting shows. Tucson resorts slash rates just to fill rooms. New York's iconic tour buses roll through the streets half full. Restaurants can't find enough customers or staff. Airbnb hosts are closing their listings. Theme parks are shutting down early. This isn't just a seasonal lull, it's a warning sign, a shift in perception among millions of potential visitors who are now deciding the trip simply isn't worth it. And when that sentiment spreads, the impact on cities built on tourism can be devastating. In Tucson, Arizona, the change has been swift and severe. Once a rising star in desert tourism, the city now feels eerily quiet. Tour buses have all but disappeared. Gift shops stand untouched, and hotel lobbies echo with emptiness. Since the fee was introduced on July 4, 2025, international arrivals have plunged by 32%. Nearly 40% of tourism businesses have either laid off staff or closed temporarily. In 2024, Tucson was expanding its airport and building momentum. Now, that growth has been abruptly reversed. In Spokane, Washington, the blow came in the form of a staffing collapse. The number of J-1 visas for exchange visitors dropped by 13% this May compared to last year. 7,000 fewer seasonal workers. For a city that relies on this workforce to staff hotels, resorts, and summer events, the impact was crippling. Over 60% of local hospitality businesses reported serious staffing shortages, forcing managers to clean rooms, serve food, and handle front desk duties themselves. Festivals were canceled, Airbnb cancellations spiked, and revenue plummeted. What looked like a technical policy change ended up cutting off the very labor pipeline that kept the industry running. New Orleans, Louisiana, a city whose lifeblood is tourism, saw a similar unraveling. In mid-April, Canadian visitor interest fell sharply amid backlash to the visa fee and political rhetoric. The famed French Quarter Festival saw revenues fall by 42%, with international attendance down 35%. Performers and drivers lost work. Hotels and restaurants reduced hours. Even bus tours stopped operating. Efforts to repair the damage, like inviting Canadian media to improve perceptions, were too little, too late. In Kansas City, Missouri, the stakes are tied to the 2026 World Cup. The city had prepared for record-breaking crowds, investing heavily in hotels, transit, and marketing. But now, officials project a $220 million loss in international visitor revenue. Group tours from South America and Africa, once major sources of expected attendance, have dropped by nearly half. Families from Argentina, Ghana, and Nigeria canceled plans, citing the visa fee as the breaking point. Stadium seats may now sit empty, not from lack of interest, but from barriers to entry. New York City is quietly enduring what may be the largest loss of all. The World Travel and Tourism Council estimates 2 million fewer international visitors in 2025. Costing the city roughly $4 billion. As revenue fell, so did the city's marketing budget, triggering a downward spiral. Less promotion leading to fewer bookings leading to more cuts. From Broadway box offices to Fifth Avenue luxury stores, the slump is visible. The city's global prestige, once an economic engine, is slipping. In Orlando, Florida, the crisis is one of capacity. The drop in J-1 visas gutted the seasonal workforce for theme parks, resorts, and dinner shows. Many lost half their student staff, leading to canceled performances, long lines, and closed attractions. Even as summer crowds arrived, operations faltered. Guests left disappointed, and word spread quickly that the magic was missing. The link between visa restrictions and service breakdowns was clear. Without enough workers, Orlando's reputation suffered. Chicago, Illinois, is experiencing a quieter but no less damaging decline. By May, hotel lobbies that once hummed with foreign accents were subdued. Iconic architectural boat tours ran at half capacity. Cultural exchanges and education programs were canceled as sponsors withdrew. Tour guides now rotate shifts simply to remain employed. Last year's 55 million visitors feel like a distant memory as the city risks fading from international travel itineraries altogether. Miami, Florida, another global magnet, saw tourist searches drop 15% year-over-year this May, placing it among the most skipped destinations worldwide. Industry reports confirm service revenues in hotels, restaurants, and entertainment are down 35%. Despite hosting over 6.4 million international visitors in 2024, generating $7 billion, Miami's peak season feels hollow. Flight cancellations from Canada, South America, and Europe have become common. Empty lobbies and closed beach bars now dominate once bustling areas. In Los Angeles, California, Hollywood's shine is fading. Studio tour bookings have fallen by 37%, and foreign visitors are canceling film-related trips. This year also saw a sharp drop in international student participation in film schools and internships. With fewer productions shooting in the area, the ripple effect has hit hotels, restaurants, and retail. Cultural festivals have seen attendance drop by over 40%. LA's global entertainment brand, once a powerful draw, is losing its pull. San Francisco, California, a city deeply connected to Asia, is feeling the effects of reduced F1 and J1 visas, which are down nearly 20% from last year. Universities report significant drops in international enrollment, particularly in tech and design programs. Chinatown, once vibrant, is subdued. One of its most iconic restaurants, Sam Wo, closed in January after more than a century in business. Local shop owners say nearly a third of businesses there have shuttered since winter. From desert resorts to coastal metropolises, the story is the same: fewer visitors, fewer workers, and shrinking local economies. The $250 visa fee may seem minor, but its effects are cascading through the tourism sector, erasing billions in spending, closing businesses, and damaging America's reputation as a welcoming destination. The question now is whether this is a temporary dip, or the moment when the world begins to turn away from the American dream.